Hello. I don't normally carry a pocket knife, although I can see this one worth carrying. This pocket knife here is called the Splinter Carvin pocket knife. It's put out by Oldtimer, and Oldtimer has a good reputation for pocket knives. This one here is a little bit unique compared to a lot of pocket knives, and that's why I think this would be a great carry for bushcrafters, for campers, anybody that likes to do carving and little wood projects. I'm going to show you this, the blades in this, and I think you'll agree. There's the knife there. We're going to start with the first blade. And this here is a straight chisel type blade. Put your hand right here and do your chisel work. Works rather well. Your second blade would be your straight carving detail blade. And the next one after that is your V-groove Scorp blade. That's on one side. The other side, you have a straight gouge, and you also have a gouge Scorp blade. And lastly, you have a hook blade. This knife also features 65 MN high carbon steel blades, brass liners, and brass pins, as well as OT saw cut handle slabs. So this here is a very well made knife, as well as a lot of thought for a carver put into this. This here, like I said, I can certainly see carrying this in my backpack. I don't carry pocket knives, but this one I can carry in my backpack or in a kit just for my outdoor projects out there. Now what I'm going to do is just show you how each one of these blades work on wood. This here is an old birch tree. It's dead, but it's solid. So we're going to try the first blade, which on this side is going to be the straight gouge. And we're just going to run this up here and just see how it cuts. Now you can see that it's working well. Now I give you one suggestion about this. These don't lock. So if you put your finger on this side and pushing to the back, it's going to keep it from closing in on you. If you put your thumb up here and you push, it can close on you. So put your finger on the outside and straight and push. It may help. Now the second blade is the Gourd Scorp blade, which is right there. I'm going to give this a try and see how this works. That's going to work well. that cut rather well. It's at an odd angle to get at it because I wanted to get it in frame and didn't want to be in the way. But it worked rather well. This one here, like I said, is a seasoned birch tree, and it's frozen as well. It's been raining and freezing and so on, so it's a very hard tree. The next one is the hook blade. We're going to see how this works. Now I'm going like this. I'm locking. I can't go up any further. You always have to practice safety, of course, when you're carving. A lot of times you're pulling towards yourself, especially with a hook knife. You keep your thumb down lower so it's coming up on your piece. But whenever you're carving, it's according on what you're carving, always be mindful of the blade. And a lot of times you can't always cut away from yourself. The only criticism, I should say, which isn't a criticism, you have to learn how to use the knife because the blade is short. So you have to go from different angles than you would with a normal hook knife. Just because that blade is short and it's hard to get in there sometimes because of the handle and where the blade is. But it works great. You just have to learn which angle to go into, and I have already carved the divot of a spoon and such, no problem with this. It does work rather well. Now we're going to move on to the other blades. This one here is the V Squirt Blade. Let's show you how that works. That just puts a nice V groove into your work. As you see, cuts really nice. Now we're going to move on to the chisel. And show you how that works. You can see it, nice fine cuts. And it's the same thing. You have to push back on this edge into here so it doesn't flip over like this on you. So if you put your finger over on this side, pushing back and down at the same time, it works great. Now we're going to try the detail portion. For detail work, the blade. As you see, it carves nice as well. The old-timer splinter carving pocket knife. I'm going to leave a link down below. You can check this out. Different, dimensions and so on. All the specs on this. Now, to me, I can see this is a must for a bushcrafter or a camper or someone that likes to do wood projects, either outdoors or at home. This is a good carry option in my opinion. Thanks for watching, and it's a lot of fun using this blade.